Welcome to the birthplace of college football. The State University of New Jersey, the campus of Rutgers in Piscataway, and we are ready for what ought to be a tremendous game today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Iowa's offense will start this game off. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Unloads to the right. And that ball is picked off.
What a nice play by the defender there. When you're cold and you're wet and it's snowy like this, you just want to make plays and get to the sideline. Why? Because there's a heater over there. Give it to me and my jacket, please.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Leaves it with the running back. No, he just flat ran over it. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down in 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll go right back to the run.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Shakes off the tackle.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, yeah, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making it.
Just plowing down the field. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Hawkeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 2nd and goal for the offense. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan State.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying play action. Fires to the right. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd down and short. They choose to pass it. They got the whole playbook open because it's 3rd and short. On their own side of the field, you could tell the QB wasn't going to make a mistake. He did not want to force the ball, make a bad decision. He throws the football away, lives to fight another down.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll give it to the back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Rutgers, 0.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They move the tight end all over. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll try the run. Yard out to the 30-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Second down.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. The play action fake. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got his man out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. On 3rd down, going up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense,
just slithered through this, just plowing ahead. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They go to the ground. Trucks through the defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They stop him right on the edge of the red zone and pick up a 5 to the 20. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Power football with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They go 83 yards on the drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up third down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away.
To kick it away.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Got to be extra careful in cold weather like this. He'll signal for the fair catch and make it between the snowflakes. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Lofts one high and deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Illinois went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Illini ever do that? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
Well, and you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the 1st down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the 1st down.
And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
And the Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff.
17.
Stopped at the 17. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Turns it loose deep. Pulls it in on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Give to the running back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
When you're a defense, you need to stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's got 98 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He'll try it again. Just ran over it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing. And that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give to the back. Ran through the contact. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Hawkeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the route is on. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
It's a draw. Keeps the legs moving. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to pass quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They're going to give him another chance on 2nd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run.
Touchdown, Rutgers! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't. And you keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Here's the handoff. Oh, gave the defender the business. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's loose. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance at coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Leaves it with the back.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They'll give it to the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Hawkeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires left. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's caught. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Gets it out quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the...
Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn.
A shot toward the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.